It's my privilege to call a meeting of TIRZ to order at 4 o'clock. Do we have any requests for public comment today? There being none, we will.
No public on the comment.
First order of business, number 3, a reading and approval of the minutes from our last meeting of April 20th. Hopefully you've had a chance to look over those. If so, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes. I'll make
Go ahead.
have a motion for Pamela and a second for Matt. All in
April
favor
17th.
of April 17, 2023. Is that correct? Yes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is approved unanimously. Item number 4 is our orientation and a review of and discussion of purpose, rules, roles, responsibilities, and functions of TIRZ number 4 Board of Directors by Jessica. Welcome, Jessica. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming in today. I know some of you were off, so I appreciate you being here. Okay, so today we're going to do a quick overview of the orientation that we have to do every year. So as a reminder, City Council Resolution 1524 requires all city boards receive an annual orientation to introduce you to the board's members and then review the responsibilities. We also will review the significant agreements and the previous work. So this policy also requires a one-time open meetings training, which will be scheduled through the city secretary. And then the state of Texas requires a conflict of interest and disclosure training course, which is handled by the city attorney. So here's an overview of our board. It's a 9-member board for our city appointees, 1 appointee each from the Fort Bend County and the County Drainage District. And there's 2 appointees from the MUD. So MUD 137, 138, and 139. As of now, MUD 137 has not agreed to participate in the zone, so therefore they don't have a representative. So in 2011, the rules and procedures were established that guide administrative and operational procedures. This includes the membership, duties and powers, meeting procedures, conflicts, and executive sessions. Here's a look at the map of the zone. It's primarily south of 59 with those 2 parcels above 59. This is what we call the Track 5 area, which is inclusive of Smart Financial Center and then U of H of Sugar Land. Okay, so the creation. So the zone was created December 2009 through Ordinance 1768. It established a 701 acre zone with a 5-member board. At that time, the city was the only participant and agreed to participate 50% of the increment generated by property taxes. Contributions were to begin in 2010 and continue through the zone's expiration in 2039. Then in December 2010, by Ordinance 1807, they added 4 board positions for the possible participation of the Drainage District and then MUDs 137, 138, and 139. The amendment also reduced the acreage to 698 by removing some residential plots. So the project plan. So here's an overview of the project plan that outlines the zone's project in priority order, which is approved in February 2013. So project costs are estimated at $50 million, with non-project investment estimated at $1.6 billion. This zone will not issue debt, but it can reimburse debt accrued by the city, U of H, Fort Bend County, or the developer. Yes.
On that 50 million, was that established in 2013?
This was the one that was established when this project plan was created.
Okay, so that wouldn't be accurate anymore.
Yes, sir. Participating entities. So next we'll review the taxing entities that participate in the zone. So the tax increment revenue generated by the zone participants will help fund the implementation of the project plan. So 2011, both MUD 138 and 139 agreed to participate at the tax rate equal to the city's 50% with the 2009 base values. They're showing the base values that each zone is participating at. And then in 2013, Fort Bend County and the County Drainage District each agreed to participate at decreasing rate above the 2013 base value. And then as you'll see, depending on the time frame, it does decrease until we get down to the expiration at 2039 for those. So 2013, the city and the zone approved a support services agreement that allows the city manager to make expenditures in the form of materials, facilities, and support personnel for the zone through the annual budget process. Support personnel and services include general admin, financial services, legal services, and things of that sort. Here's a look at the annual budget. Each year in September, the board will recommend a budget to city council for approval. This year we'll approve that budget. This year, the city council approves the budget in October. So for FY 23, the revenues were estimated at around 1.4 million and expenditures are estimated at 172,000. Included in the expenditures, you'll see the support services and the Stantec study that you guys approved the last meeting, and then the administrative support. And then the ending fund balance is around 7.3 million. And then the zone's annual report is a requirement of chapter 311 of the Texas tax code, and it displays annual revenues, expenditures, debt, captured values, and taxes collected. The board makes this recommendation to city council for approval in December, and then upon approval, it is circulated to the participating entities and the state comptroller. Here's an overview of the board calendar. We meet at 4 p.m. on the third Monday every quarter. Here's just an overview of what we typically cover based on the requirements. We do anticipate bringing back an update to that Stantec study in September. That'll be complete by then. And then again, the annual report and development update in December, so you can get a holistic view of what's taken place throughout the year. And with that, I can take any questions.
Thank you, Jessica. Our next item for business is section 5, election of officers. Each year we elect a vice chair and a secretary. Previously serving has been Pamela as our secretary, and Jennifer is not here today. She's been serving as our vice chair. When you're not in attendance, you are often elected. But that's a joke. Sorry.
But I would like to make a motion.
I have a motion from the floor from Matt.
We just maintain it again for the new year. Keep both in the same office for another year.
I have a motion to keep the same office holder for the next year, that being Jennifer as our vice chair, Pamela as our secretary. Pamela, would you be willing to serve in that capacity again?
I will, unless somebody else wants to. Okay,
Jennifer can't refuse, she's not here. So.
I'll second the motion.
A second from Bridget, motion and a second that Jennifer serve as vice chair, Pamela as secretary. All in favor, raise your right hand. Any opposed? Approved unanimously. Congratulations. And congratulations, Jennifer. Thank you for your service. Is there any other business that we should address today? There being none, I will entertain a motion.
I would make that motion to adjourn.
I have a motion from Mr. Shepherd to adjourn. That second from Terry. All in favor, same sign. Any opposed? Thank you once again for your service.
Oh. You're just as fast as you used to be, right?
I'm sorry.
You're as fast as you used to be.
Well, you know, we were hoping I would not dally today, so.
That is beautiful, beautifully done.
Oh, thank you.
Very well. Very well.
Thank you. Let me just say, I personally and the city appreciates your commitment and your service. This is a holiday. And had we known that, we might not have scheduled that, but you're here and you're serving your city. I appreciate it. Your city appreciates it. It's good work. And I remember sitting here more than 10 years ago saying we are going to have a wonderful project. At the time, it was over $1 billion. It's going to be $2 billion by the time it's all built out. And it wouldn't happen without your time and your commitment. So thank you. And the city thanks you. Jessica, thank you.
Thank you.
We're dismissed.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Next time will not be 7 minutes, so don't get your hopes up.